Hi guys, Jake Taylor here for a video. It's a mix with video on Tokyo. Mirage 8.0 means the magnitude of the earthquake on this anime. So, okay, now let's begin with. Let's start off with Mirai. She is a young girl character who start off with her family situation working all the time. She starts off a selfish character, but in the series because of the earthquake, she grows out of the selfishness and I love that part, that her character does so much growing and she's a brilliant character. She does some growing and that, but it makes her a more human character because it shows growth and it shows the proper state of the earthquake in that, and I think her growth is quicker because of the earthquake. If she had a normal series, it took a long time and she would have never gotten close to her parents at the end of the series, and her growth would have been a lot slower because the parents always worked. But and Mirai is like one of my favourite characters because of her character growth. She starts off selfish on her mindset. It's just part of being a kid with when the parents are working and you don't see them, and she's got to look after her brother. But her character growth is one of my favourites in the series. So yeah, that's that. Let's start off with the little brother, Yukito, or Yuki. Yuki is a character that's, yes, he's a little kid. His character trait is he wants to do everything for his sister and try to make her happy because of what's going on in the house. So he can see that he's sad. So he takes her. He's the one who decides to go to the museum and everything to try and make her sister happy because the parents work all the time. But I think that's a nice brother, even though he's younger than her. He seems to be a bit more, I don't say mature, but yeah, he hasn't gone through life, but he has a bright outlook and he's always smiling. Even when all these things happen with him, he still in the earthquake. He sees his sister sad and all that, and he gets hurt a lot, but his character trait is to make his sister happy, and I find that endearing. It's one of my favourite characters, Yuki or Yuki, but Yuki is one of the best characters in all of anime, and I don't think that he's the best little brother character, because a lot of characters in anime just go with a pervert, and he's not. He's just a normal person you see in every day, and so the earthquake happens, everything goes to and yeah, he's one of the best characters. His character trait is always to help his sister, and I think that's a really good character trait. And he's the one who puts aside and makes her a good character at the end. And I'm not going to spoil it, so yes, that's Yukito. And the last character is, well, it started off with the two little kids, but they have another character joining them on their journey, and that's Mari. Mari's basically an adult character who they bump into a few times, and that she's a really good character because, yeah, she just wants to help the kids get to the house, and that because of all that, and what Mari says about her mum working all the time. She goes on, that's a bit harsh and all that, but she's one of them characters what actually help her get mature, because Yuki doesn't need that development because he's a good character. He's one of them good characters what hold the story in and help them. But Mirai is basically, because she's a work mum like what their mum is, she provides something to the kids to show that it's not always easy being a full-time working mum. There's a lot of times they miss, and she probably is one of them what helps Mirai develop at the end, all this earthquake and all that, and this probably what makes her understand. But I really love it that she goes all the way and she sacrifices so much to bring them back home, and it's actually really good. And when it comes to this, it's probably one of the best stories with her being a mum. She doesn't want to leave the kids alone, and that's basically that. And Mirai is probably one of the best characters to help them on their journey in earthquake and all that, and yeah. So yeah, that's Mirai. There's not much to say. She's she's a hard-working woman trying to provide kids, but she understands and she helps them along to get to their home, and I love her character. You don't need to make it like super mom. I like it because all these characters have flaws. Now, when it comes to the anime itself, it's basically a story of them three, A, B, and C, get to their destination to all their houses at the end. And then there's lots of obstacles because the earthquake keeps having the aftershocks and all that. That's what earthquakes do. And it's actually a really good story. And I'm actually glad that they tell the story of earthquake. And it's, even if it's animated, it's probably one of the best animated because it's more realistic, and it's more like real Japan, not the fake Japan they put in animes where it's all pervy and all that and that. It's just a normal anime. It's just a normal family anime where everyone can watch and hit the feels with everyone if they was put in that situation. And I don't know what I would do if I was put in that situation because I'm in Britain or a country what doesn't have many earthquakes, but I respect Japanese and America who deal with earthquakes, that deal with other things, and I bet it's hard to see all those people die. That's just part of life for them, and yeah, I like it. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but there is a big definite series. I'm not telling you which character died because that will spoil everything. But what I like it's not like anime. It's actually based on if in a real life situation. So the character stays dead, and I love that they do that in the series. Not like anime where look, I'm magically back to life because I'm a main character. So that's what I like about this series, and I hope you say this anime will be a 10 out of 10. It's one of my favourite animes. I hope you guys watch it to see what I mean about it's really sad, the ending. But I hope you comment, like, subscribe if you want to, and see you on the next video.